Okay, going from the horribly masculine, let's go in completely a different direction and try to be as... Well, I can't actually say feminine because it's more of what Japanese game developers think that girls think about. This game is basically the reason I wanted Domus to be on this stream, because I think there is no way that a group of guys can comment on this game without sounding like the creepiest bastards in the entire world. Let's play Pastel Lime.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it sounds like some kind of bonbon.
Something you get in a set of petty fours.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, very Japanese.
ここはフェアリースター。妖精が空を楽しそうに飛び交い、時間がゆっくりと流れる世界。そこに一人の可愛らしい女の子がおりました。この子ね、可愛いでしょ。
Yep, she is basically describing the fairy world because she is a fairy, and then she is making a point of how cute she herself is.
So I already kind of want to punch her in the face.
Just you wait. Now then, because she wants to be a proper witch, she first needs to complete a mission in the real world, that is on Earth. So, what does she decide to do? Well, basically the most retarded thing I have ever seen used as a plot point in my entire life.
She decides to strip?
I was about to say I wish, but that would probably bring me up in pedophilia charges, so... Also, what the hell is wrong with her body there in this section here? I mean, seriously, what do those legs even attach to? No.
I don't want to think about that.
Well, anyway, she screws up because she's a klutz, and she accidentally falls to time and space, and ends up losing the magical wand.
So this and Shoniki are both quests for a magical wand.
Well, no. Because the horror truly begins here. Because, oh hey! Look! A completely random, horribly disfigured girl! Oh wait, that's just a normal face, haha.
Oh.
Welcome to Pastel Lime! Now then, that little wand has transformed into a gem in this world, and this girl finds it and picks it up and brings it home. That was her first mistake. Her second mistake, not getting rid of it right away.
Should have pawned that for some major cash.
Yep. But no, she foolishly brings it home.
Are hijinks going to ensue?
The absolute worst kind.
Is she not being surprised that there's a tiny little fairy witch?
Hey, there came out a sweat drop, that means she's surprised.
I thought that just meant she was embarrassed or stressed more than surprised.
I like that the fairy asked, why are you making such a strange face?
The girl then promptly slaps her.
Now this is actually a pretty natural reaction. Running to your parents and screaming, oh my god, there's a fucking fairy standing on my desk. Holy shit, I need medication, now.
And she's got a really short skirt.
But as it turns out, the parents are not home. And whoops! Look at that! Plot device! And by plot device, I mean she now has double D breasts.
What?
Wow.
Because this is what the game is about. A freaking middle school girl dealing with sudden maturity brought on by magic.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than that Jennifer Garner movie.
Yeah, so basically this is a game aimed at girls, which covers one day your boobs are going to start growing, and your hips are going to start getting wider, and you will notice that boys keep their hands in their pockets when you are around. This is completely natural. Just play this game where a magical fairy takes on the role of puberty.
Strangely enough, those are the exact lessons I learned when I turned 12.
And I agree with Lumberjack, no puberty is consensual. You're either one of those girls who wants to come as quickly as possible so you could be big and grown up, or you're a little more realistic and you go, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with certain things every month. Let's put it off as long as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, basically this game is aimed at girls and is meant to give a sort of adventurous look at what it's like to start getting... Wait, hold on. What? Why the ever-loving hell can you name the girl using the symbol for man?
I think that unlocks a special mode. Transgendered Lime.
I just... Well, you see, I am triple man. Deal with it. How do you even say that? Do you just go Mars, Mars, Mars all of a sudden? It's a very strange name, honestly. And the fairy is named Yu and she comes from the fairy star. Really?
It's my least favorite Kirby level.
Now, another interesting point about this game is that it is basically a kinetic novel, which means that you get to make choices and so on, and the plot develops slightly differently, but there is no way of actually losing, which means that you will always beat the game sooner or later.
Definitely aimed at girls. I've played way too many quote-unquote feminine games where you couldn't lose, or it was so difficult to lose, it was actually harder than winning.
And yeah, but basically, the thing is, the reason I wanted you to be here, Dennis, is because I mean, this is targeted at like 12-year-old girls, and unlike me, you were once a 12-year-old girl.
I'm still mentally 12 years old.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Yes. At least when it comes to fart jokes. But I don't know how much I can comment on this, not speaking or reading any Japanese.
Well, at least you have a decent summary of what has been going on, and I'm just, you know...
I just can't imagine what the plot points could be. Creepy teacher suddenly starts wanting to spend more time with you.
Well, actually, from what I understand, one of the main plot points is that one of the girls in her class that has actually hit puberty was enjoying, well, her position as being the older girl with boobs. And now this girl, literally overnight, suddenly outgrows her by a full cup size.
Sadly realistic, but I still don't... I mean, I guess you still have to be 12 to find that stuff dramatic. when you grow up, you suddenly realize, hey, I can just tell them to fuck off. And you can't do anything about it. And then I can go over here. And I don't have to be around them.
You know, technically you have that option in this game too. It's just called the power button. You say, nope, not dealing with this.
I'm just curious how
trying to figure out
educational...
how the hell to advance past this screen, since I only seem to have two choices and neither of them actually advances me. Oh, there we go.
I guess I'm curious if it's supposed to be entertaining, or if it's supposed to be informational, or... Oh, I bet you have to get 3 stars.
I honestly don't think the designers thought so far as to actually add any educational or adventurous content. They just threw something together, and yes, basically here is the main plot point. To reassemble the fairy's means of returning home, we need to find the 3 stars and put them in that little brooch, and, well, that's it.
Will your boobs go back to normal then, or...
I have no idea. Let's play it
past
now.
puberty?
Also, look at... I mean...
Wow, you're gonna put an eye out with those.
yeah, not only are those nipples so painfully overstated as to make me feel like a creep just watching the screen, but look at her body. It is completely, utterly wrong. Her right shoulder is somehow dislocated to the point where it's several inches higher than her shoulder line. Both her breasts are pointing straight to the left. And despite her head not being turned entirely, it is still in a perfect profile.
I believe the only interaction with game developers having with women being with magazine pictures. That's what I think
I
it
honestly
is.
think that is it. I mean, the artist clearly has not actually ever seen a woman before.
Well, think about it. If you put in an ad, wanted, artist for new video game, involves 12-year-old girl suddenly growing big breasts. Please reply. Who are you gonna get?
The FBI?
In Japan, pretty much half the male population, I think, honestly. Yeah, basically, I'm just slamming the one button, desperately trying to make my way through this section so that we can see if something actually happens. Because, my god.
That is a lot of conversation.
Yeah, there is a lot of talking going on here. Good lord.
I can't imagine what they're saying, because I don't want to imagine what they're saying.
Yeah, the worst thing is that I have actually consumed enough Japanese media that I can basically make out the general message of each sentence, and I'm just going la 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 eh, oh, in my head constantly. Because it's so bad. It's so bad. And yes, you can't be turned back until we get enough magical power, because apparently growing breasts is far simpler than reducing them. I think there are many people in this world that just wish that was true, but...
I just imagine somewhere it must be in the question. Why the hell did you do this?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm getting completely... My ears are just bleeding due to her constant babbling, so let's lower the game quite noticeably.
Yeah,
This way we can also just talk over everything that's going on, and we can ignore that fairy and everything. Let's
But you
just...
can't ignore the fairy, that's all that's on screen for like 20 minutes!
I know, I'm sorry, I'm slamming through this text, but it's not going fast enough. I mean, wow. I knew that this was probably going to be the piece de resistance of this particular stream, but so far it's disappointing because it's so slow. Actually, let's discuss something completely different while we wait for this to just move on.
Yes,
So far today, what was your favorite game on the stream?
It's a hard one. They're all interesting but in different ways.
It's true. There've been a lot of good ones.
The dodgeball one just intrigues me for if it's possible to actually win. I mean, the problem with I'm blanking on the name. The game
Joaniki?
yes, thank you. Is that it's all about the sprites. I mean, everything else is just kind of whatever. It's got fun sprites and hilarious bosses and stuff. It's not really anything beyond that. The utter dedication in Toilet Kids to the poo theme is a bit interesting.
I like that you're just completely losing your train of thought due to just the horrors appearing on screens.
Not only on screen, but in the chat, as Sudden Javelin reveals he just got an advert about menstruation. And then somebody wondering if there are any actual educational games about menstruation. And that just kind of...
Actually,
I must admit
I'm just going to put this out there. Level Slide, if this game even as much as mentions vaginal bleeding, I am shutting it off so fast that I will be able to leave the room before the light is off. Seriously, I will move faster than light. Okay, seriously. Whoa, what? What the heck is up with your eyes?
Wow, those are some damn huge eyes.
Alright, finally moving on.
Yes, let's get to school. Shut up.
The same picture of her with a different background, that's all that's changed!
Ah, be quiet. Yeah, and I have seen screenshots of this and they are on the beach wearing swimsuits, so I know that the game has to progress. Whoa, okay, what the hell? Oh god, something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong.
Oh god! Is she talking out of her throat? What? I don't... Wait, what?
This has at least made it more interesting.
Oh my god, I can move her face around. Keep talking, you, because this is amazing. Why is it night again? Why are you reusing these art assets? It was clearly day outside. Why is it suddenly night again? Why is this so crappy? Oh my god! Oh my god! Eat her! Eat the fairy! Devour that horrible creature! Just all the way down to the feet! On second thought, don't. It will probably go straight to your hips and breasts, and this will turn even creepier.
Yes, fairies are known as a fatty junk food. Yay, new picture.
Oh god, the brooch is responding. That means that... why is Mars head not actually attached to her neck?
Logic
Please
is
blink. Please, for the love of God, blink.
Oh my god, she's lost her eyelids! They're gone completely!
どう？頼りになるでしょ。はいはい。じゃ行きましょう。
Blinking is beyond the current state of technology.
Now we're going to the park. Wonderful. Let's see if... No, apparently we didn't go to the park at all.
No, the park would have been interesting.
Oh, hey, new art, and it's...
It's just the same shot of them from behind!
She looks like a freaking pest dispenser. Why? Why?
Wow.
No, the big why is why they're showing the 1 pixel of fairy panty.
Oh, hey,
It's
look at
just
that.
off.
The background actually moved.
Oh, I gotta be with you. Yes. Why do they have to show that 1 pixel of? And why do fairies even wear panties or short skirts?
Yeah, if you're wearing the shirt skirt in the first place, we know you have no modesty, so don't even try.
Yeah. If there's one thing I was saying, that if you are a flying humanoid, why would you ever wear anything that can reveal your genitals when viewed from below?
Because that's what fairies love, revealing their genitals. The point of fairydom. Although, oh my god, I think there's a boy with his naked butt showing now. I hope that's a boy.
I'm just going to leave this screen up for a bit, because somehow she manages to be even more terrifying than anything up to this point.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that is something.
Yes, hello, could I possibly borrow your boob energy to refill this brooch? Haha.
Also, if you're talking to a fairy, which I'm gonna assume for the sake of sanity no one else can see, a hospital is definitely not the place you want to go. Places where they readily have people available to subdue and restrain people who happen to be talking to non-existent objects.
Oh, there we go, I can move the face again. Let's see here. This is creepy, right?
At least she's not wearing a damn dress.
Oh,
What is she playing?
it looks like a Dreamcast with a giant Game Boy screen attached to it.
I want one of those.
I'm trying to figure out what it is. And oh hey. That is not a natural hair color. Nor are those eyes. And nor are those breasts. They aren't even attached to you.
So the models for the females in this game are all real dolls, then?
Yeah, I
Perhaps
mean,
keeps
there is
changing
some
color.
sort of mysterious mad... I'm going to just try and cover you up, because... Wow, you're not wearing a bra either, are you?
Oh, it's the hospital, be fair.
And yeah, seriously, this can't actually be a hospital. This is probably a plastic surgery clinic or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of Botox and implants going on in this place.
It's back!
Alright, let's go speak to the nurse. Who is not particularly stacked, but still has boobs that I don't quite understand how the hell they work.
I don't necessarily understand how boobs work in the first place, so I'm okay.
See, I wonder if I
nearly
can
get in the
actually
way
leave
while
the
talking.
screen. Oh no. Oh. Draws over it. Speak through your neck, old bitch.
Everybody's mouth is at least 3 or 4 pixels too high on their face.
Yeah, at least.
You're constantly smelling your own breath, it
こっちに来
seems.
た時の衝撃でブローチ壊れちゃったのかな。どうして？病院に宝石ないんだったら
Please, let's just see if we can get to school and then we can shut this game off, because I want to at least see what the other main characters look like. God, it's turning into... It came from the desert again, isn't it? Oh, and hey, let's just go straight to the beach instead.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, what makes you think she's ever going to school?
I was just vainly hoping for something vaguely normal. Oh, yes, I can tell that you're the villain because you're blonde.
There is no escaping the popularity. School would be too.
I am staring at the top of the screen, literally. And look at that cashier. She... Wait. The ice cream is pistachio green. The cashier's top is pistachio green. And the cashier's hair is pistachio green. Way to get lazy with the colors there, designers.
Maybe she just fell in the ice cream vat.
A horrible ice cream accident.
We had one of those around here.
You realize if they took the chin up to the mouth, these would be breast cells. They got the giant eyes, they got the tiny mouths, they got the way too big boobs for their age.
And this bitch is being a bitch. How completely unsurprising.
Just like Bratz does.
I don't know what's with her shirt.
Shut up.
I don't think it's actually supposed to be transparent, I think it's supposed to be shimmery. But the art is terrible, so you can't really tell.
Got your nose.
Oh, I see what you're talking about it being wet though now. Oh, I think you're right. Dear God, I think you're right.
And
I think this is a perfect
Congratulations.
image to end this game on, really. I mean, it pretty much summarizes everything that is wrong.
And it does.
Wouldn't it be completely funny if the fairy hid between her huge boobs? Kill yourself.
Oh, brilliant.
Seriously, literally kill yourself.
I'm on it.
Now the funny thing is that this game is, I think, 17 years old. Which means
Which is
that...
older than the protagonist.
Yeah, it's older than the protagonist for starters. And that means that even if the person that made the game, I mean, even if the writer was just a young buck just making his first foray into the industry, he is probably in his late 30s, early 40s now. And I mean, looking back at this, does he lie awake at night just softly crying to himself? Has he become a flagellant or something, whipping himself until he bleeds? I sincerely hope so.
The gentleman who did the porting for Alf, he just leaves it off his resume and never mentions it again.
And buries it in the